All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
What? 315! 56! Hey, I'm coming! Alert! 56 to Mike. 57. I got one. 56.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. On the crossing route, complete. That's Johnson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
First down, Seattle.
Now Wilson on first down. Quick hitch, complete. It's Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. Executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. 12 yards there and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. That is first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw again. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
First down.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Green 80. Check, walk 54. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Check, right 54. Right 54. He's scared. Right there.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jennings. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
He's crashing. He's
lock.
It's Jordan Wilkins here, 2nd-year man from Ole Miss. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle that time by William Hayes. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
3 bucks.
12.
Get wide.
11.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
11.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here we go. 180.
Right 54. Hey.
21.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, gun.
Check 26, check 26.
Set hunt.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Aguilar has it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
65.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the flood, watch the flood.
Hey, Alpha.
Watch the flood, Mike's in, pull.
On 2nd down and 4. Garoppolo over the middle. He finds Pettis complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Check your hot read. Check 3. Deuce.
65. Set hunt.
They run with Wilkins. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jordan Wilkins, his 1st touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Let's get it. Check 99. Check 43. Hopper.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
So we got man. Left pass. 56, the mark. Check, 56. Record. Mike 56. Check. Preload.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Seahawks 14, 49ers 7. Jason Myers to kick
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Here we go. 1, Omaha. 13.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Garoppolo and the offense with a first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Check.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this one's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. And that'll bring up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Hey, Charlie. I got you.
50. Yeah. You don't want none.
2.
15, Mike.
2.
Watch the screen.
Hey. High 7.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
Garoppolo again here on second and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Here we go.
Ndamukong Suh in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Bravo.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up first and 10. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Monk's 56. Monk's 56.
There's Wilson to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted, baby. All day.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
12, fellas, here we go.
After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo, and he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
That one complete to Wilkins, the running back. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Check 56. Get that quarterback.
They'll run on 1st down. Thompson down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
What?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
54. 14. Got you, son. I got you, son. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Check 9, check 9.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Got it.
54. Watch 54. Man, I got you.
Hey, easy.
Check 15. Check 9.
Again, a run with Thompson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down.
Right there. 54 Mike. Go! Mike's by 4. I got one.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson, being chased out left. He can, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, 49-7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
21. I got this.
Let's go right here.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try the left side. It's Wade, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Coming to you.
I got this.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wade. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st down, it's Wade. And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Seahawks.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter.
Let's go one more.
On second down now, it's Wilkins. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, it's Wade. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They run the counter. Wade. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
One, Omaha.
Garoppolo now on third and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal.
Hey, alert! Alert! Left hand!
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 16. Singletary to get the drive started. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. What we got?
To throw on second and 6. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a first and 10. This is Wilkins. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
Here we go. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Check 52.
He's coming.
On second down now. It's Wilkins. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 180. I'm going to hut.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
49ers 14. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off.
And 2 stop.
You got 3 down, 3 down.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So the victory here for Seattle. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Seahawks, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2.